Hey guys, Henry back here again. Today I'm going to talk you through what I'm wearing this summer and do a bit of a wardrobe walkthrough, I guess. Had some people asking in a recent video if I could talk through some of the things that I wear in my wardrobe and do a bit more of a breakdown. I thought it was a good time to go over what I'll be wearing this season and just go over my staples for this period. I didn't want to make it too long because I feel like whilst I'm not 100% happy with my wardrobe, I do have a lot of stuff and I don't want to make the video really long. So I've basically broken down each category that I'll be wearing and done like my top 3 and done a bit of a deep dive into the details around them, what I like about the piece, how I'll style it, and then I'll show those sort of outfits and how I would wear them and things like that. So hopefully that'll give you a good understanding of what I'll be wearing, how my style is developing, and yeah, where I'll be heading this summer. I guess in a weird way, I'm going to start off with jackets, which seems like a strange category to sort of be wearing in summer. But I think especially in the UK, there's always time to have a jacket. Never know, one day it's going to be amazing weather in the morning and then by 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there's a brief thunderstorm, then it's back to being sunny in the evening. So you just need to have one on deck at all times pretty much. And I feel like these jackets you've probably seen before in some of my other videos because I swear by them, I love them, but I thought I'd do a bit more of a deep dive into the details and things I particularly like about each piece. So to start off with is my Kiko Murad jacket. I absolutely adore this jacket. I love the color, I love the fabric, I love the slight details on it. Just everything about it makes me feel amazing when I'm wearing it, and that's what you want from a jacket. You want it to give you that slight ego boost, make your stride a bit stronger, things like that. Sounds a bit over the top, but I hope you know what I mean. So it features 2 side entry pockets on the front, as well as a concealed pocket under the 2 pocket flaps at that chest area. The fabric is comprised of a cotton elastane blend with a faint checked pattern throughout. The collar also features a button fasten, which allows you to stand the collar up or wear it folded down for a more traditional fit. I just love, like I've mentioned, the colour and the fabric. I think it's perfect for those colder nights and chillier days. Just a super light layer to throw on, even over a vest. You can pair it with shorts, trousers. You can even wear it in a far more casual way. It's fit for any purpose really, and by having that collar that you can change and adapt to how you want it to look, it just makes it a bit more versatile, a bit more adaptable for each fit. Most of the time I do like pairing this up with just like say a plain black trouser, but it's also good, like I said, with short. It's easy to wear it in a more formal way, more casual. Usually I do pair it up with Kiko trainers to keep it a bit more uniform, but it's really open to anything. It's a really good jacket, and by having all these extra flaps as well, one thing I hate about wearing a jacket sometimes is how they get weighed down by stuff in your pockets. So being able to put it in the chest area or on the inside, wherever, it makes the jacket look a lot cleaner whilst you're still carrying a lot of objects as you normally would when you're out and about on those summer days. I definitely didn't pick it up for retail. I got this at about 40 to 50% off, which if you can get Kiko at that price, you're cooking with gas really. I'd definitely recommend anybody who's looking to build a bit of a Kiko wardrobe, definitely try and wait till the sale season and hold out as long as you can, because there's always pieces you can grab at really good prices. Next up, another Kiko piece. You're gonna get bored of me chatting about Kiko today, but it's the Kiko McNamara jacket. So this is very similar in terms of being quite a similar fit to the other one, but there's slight different variations to it, which just make it stand out and be a different jacket overall. And the jacket is made of a cotton poly blend this time. Features hidden chest pockets again on both sides, along with top entry pockets near the hem. It has a concealed zip closure and features a really cool shiny iridescent finish across the entire piece, with contrast panels across the sort of shoulder and chest area on those pockets. It's another really solid Kiko jacket. I love what Kiko does with most of his outerwear and light layers. They're always very unique, but versatile and easy to wear in any sort of occasion. I think the iridescent colorway and fabric just adds extra depth to the outfit and to the piece itself. Means it stands out and it's just super unique. Again, it's another one where, like I said, it's incredibly versatile. You can pair it up with shorts, which I have done recently on the warmer days, but wearing it with a flowy black trouser, I've done that for some meals out and it works great. There's so much you can do with this jacket, and I think you can always find really interesting ways that both Kiko customers and Kiko themselves have styled the jacket in their press imagery as well as on the runway. So it's always one worth checking out to see how you can mix it up that little bit more. Finally, something linked to Kiko for me, but also on the cheaper end of the spectrum, is this vintage Armani jacket I got a while back. I feel like I actually showed it in a video, in a pickup video. I got the Kiko Mano jacket from last season, and I love this jacket. I love the fit of it. I love the slight matte fabric on it, the fastening, everything was perfect. But just at the time, I did not have the money to afford this jacket at the price that it was at. I ended up returning it, and unfortunately it never went to a price that I could justify pulling the trigger on, and then it did sell out everywhere. Fast forward to a couple weeks ago, I'm scrolling through Depop and I come across this amazing vintage Armani jacket. It literally is the perfect replacement. I'm so happy with it. It's made up of a cotton nylon blend with a shiny finish across the whole piece, a standard zip closure and snap button fastening running up the center. It's a very cropped silhouette, but one that definitely creates an intriguing look whenever it's worn, and it's a great jacket for summer. So light, so easy to throw in a bag to bring out on those days when you know you're going to be out all day and it might get chillier. I really would advise, when you come across a piece you're in love with, but is a little bit out of your price range, maybe just think long and hard whether it's something you really want to be at a financial detriment to have. But then again, I do always think there's sometimes a cheaper alternative you can find, whether it be in vintage or from a lesser known brand that'll do the same job but just not at that heightened price point. As with the other jackets, it's one which is very, very versatile. Pairing it with shorts in summer is great, and then pairing it with black trousers is perfect too. I always try and tuck in the top I'm wearing underneath it just to really show off how cropped it is and really play into that cropped nature of the jacket and use it to my advantage to really make the outfit stand out and look really intriguing. Once again, if you're new around here, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and drop a comment down below. It helps more than you can imagine, and I've got plenty more content coming, so stay tuned. Moving on to the next category I want to talk about, which is my top 3 light layers. This might sound like a bit of a weird category, but I feel like knitwear isn't really at the forefront of my summer wardrobe, but shirting and maybe some lighter knits kind of just blend into one as being those pieces that when it is too warm for a jacket, again, I can just throw these in a bag or just throw them over the top of a vest or a light t-shirt and I'm good to go, and it's easy just to adapt the outfit as and when I want. The first one I've got on here is the Heaven Deftones football jersey. So this is composing of a mesh cotton poly blend and is a signature American football jersey with a large graphic print on the front inspired by the Deftones around the fur cover. I'm definitely going to get hit with the, oh, you listen to Deftones, name every song they've ever written meme on this, because I definitely bought this because I just really like the graphic and how the piece looked. And I've always wanted a football jersey in this style, something that incorporates that classic football edge but adds something unique and different to it. I think it's a great layering piece to throw on over a vest. With those mesh holes, you can see that layer beneath it quite well too, so it adds more depth to an outfit. And I think as well, when it's really, really warm, you can just throw it on its own. It's versatile in that sense that it doesn't have to be worn as a layering piece. It can stand on its own 2 feet very well. It's definitely one which I like pairing with some more casual shorts, whether that be just like a sweatshirt or my Frankie shop shorts that I have. They're a lot more casual in them being loose, baggy, and the fabric being more of like a nylon poly blend. Next up is this long sleeve shirt from There Was One I picked up a few years ago, and it was an absolute steal. I think it was maybe 40 quid off Farfetch, 80% off, and it's a great, great piece. It's a simple yet effective oversized long sleeve shirt featuring 2 military inspired pockets across the chest and a standard button fastening, and it's made up of 100% cotton. It's got a really nice boxy fit. I mean, it's a great option just to throw on its own or have a vest underneath. And I feel like it really gives that CDG-esque style with both the colour and the fit of the garment. And I think it can be worn casually and also in a formal way. Shirts are very good in that sense that you can pair them up with certain items and it just gives a completely different vibe. I often like to pair this up with a pair of tabbies or loafers and some smarter shorts, or go for a full black trouser. And then, as I've mentioned, whack on a white vest underneath it, casual shorts, some slides, or maybe some trainers. And yeah, you've got a more casual, relaxed fit going on there. I really think it's good to have pieces like this in your wardrobe, which you know you can wear in versatile and different ways. So it means you don't have to constantly just wear it in a couple of outfits that you repeat. Finally, for this category, another Kiko piece, shop, but it's the Kiko Rhea Henley knit. A piece that I love. It's a linen nylon blend knit with a super light hand feel and features striped details on the hem and collar. Additionally, a press stud enclosure runs along the left sleeve, allowing you to completely open up the shoulder to elbow area if wanted. For me, it makes it the ideal layering piece by having this feature. On the runway, they showed it off in this unique way where it had almost the entire arm showing, and you can just easily slip that arm in and out and create some extra depth and extra details in your fit. But then having it buttoned up also adds a lot of intrigue to your outfit. I paired it recently with a vest underneath, so you saw the strap of the vest just coming through at that shoulder area, and you'd be surprised how cool you stay just by having that shoulder out. Again, with it being so small and so light, you can throw it in a bag and quickly throw it on over a layer when it gets chillier, and you're cooking. The next category is just my top 3 tops. This is sort of both t-shirts and polos. The first on this list is the J.W. Anderson polo, which was part of the Polo Anglada collection. I think this was the second rendition of the collection, which focused around the rugby aesthetic and rugby graphics and illustrations. This heavy cotton polo features a large graphic print across the left shoulder chest area, with the drop shoulder detailing and the signature J.W. Anderson embroidered branding on the left chest. I really like the colourful nature of the print alongside that nice oversized fit. It's super easy just to throw on with a pair of formal shorts and a tabby, and you've got a great outfit there. One of my favourite outfits I threw together last year was that exact thing, but I also think it can be worn casually too. Just because of that boxy fit, it's easy to experiment and change up how you would wear it. It also gives that perfect preppy look without being too formal. Playing into a preppy look is always something you can use to your advantage. It's a really cool aesthetic that I think most people can rock really effectively. Next up is a Jacquemus Le Splash short sleeve shirt. This shirt comprises of 100% viscose fabric with a camp collar at the neck and a large tablecloth print across the entire piece. It literally signals to me the perfect summer staple, that airy, breezy, loose shirt that you rock with a nice little apparel on the beach. Just everything encapsulated that we love about summer in one garment. Unfortunately, the fit of mine has been slightly altered. I wore it on a night out a couple of years ago and did end up getting into a bit of a situation where there was a lot of blood over the piece, and in an effort to wash out that staining, it did shrink a little bit, but luckily can hardly tell that anything happened with it. Annoying, but we move on. Probably a bit of a story for another time than this video. But again, it's another one where I've worn it both casually and formally. You can probably gather that that's the two things I like to mix into all my outfits. I either go for a lot more of a formal head-to-toe look that's more acceptable for those dinners out with your girlfriend or a more dressed up event, but then you can just wear it casually, nip into the shops or going out for a drink with your mates. Finally, in this category, I've got a Kiko Kostadinov Zlatyu vest, another Kiko piece. This vest has a layered press stud closure across the front and is made up of a cotton elastane blend fabric with an asymmetrical hemline. I really like the contrast in white and black paneling with this, and the subtle pinstripe across the white areas creates a really eye-catching piece, which for a vest is quite hard to do, I find. It's a great way to breathe some real life into a fit, which is definitely tailored for those super hot days. And I think it's rare to find an intricate sleeveless top. It's a category which I think that not many people do well, and it's one that I've spoke about in my last video, so definitely check that out if you want to see some similar brands you can get these from. And I knew when I saw this at about 70% off, I just had to pull the trigger. It's another one where the retail price was quite high, but getting it on that discount was great. I love pairing this up with a trouser and letting the top do the talking and show off those details. But again, another one you can wear with shorts and is perfect for the summer months. Moving on, I'll now chat about my top 3 bottoms, a couple of trousers and some shorts in this area. First, we'll talk about the Our Legacy third cut digital print denim. I feel like these jeans need no introduction. They're made up of a 100% Italian denim, and they feature a trompe l'oeil vintage denim print across the entire garment, alongside the classic metal hardware and rivets and a YKK zip fly. I really can't recommend these jeans enough. Honestly, they just add so much to an outfit and are so intriguing because of that printed detail, and the quality and the fit on them is impeccable. It's a great styling piece and a super easy way to invoke a bit of excitement into what can be a plain outfit. You can just throw on a white t-shirt with these and a smarter shoe and the outfit looks good to go from that standpoint. But then you can experiment with them more, and I've seen some people put some really intriguing fits together with them. It's definitely one which I think you can pick up on sale occasionally, so look to do that rather than dropping the full 300 to 400 quid on them. Next up, the second to last Kiko piece I'll talk about is the Kiko Kostadinov Solon trouser in sort of a dark grey black colourway. This tailored pant features a poly and wood blended fabrication, the slight tapered leg and an incorporated belt enclosure at the waist. Additionally, a green contrasting lining on the pants inner layer adds further detail to the trouser. It is a slightly heavier piece for summer, considering it has that wool fabrication within it, so it's definitely one which I like to pair up with a lighter layer on top just to keep me a bit cooler. But I just love how obnoxious these pants are while still being quite laid back. That belt detailing just adds so much to the piece, and I really think it's something which I'm yet to explore to their full degree. I think the green lining can make for a really cool styling element. You can fold it up to make the pant a bit more cropped. It's definitely something I'm going to experiment more with, but even just without showing off that detail, it's a great trouser to wear, and I love pairing it up either with a full Kiko look and even just running a full black outfit with these. Because of the extra details on them, it just makes it really cool. Finally, I've got the shorts I'm going to be swearing by this summer. It's the Dickies 13-inch work short. The fabric is a rigid recycled poly cotton mix with a loose regular cut which falls just below the knee with that 13-inch inseam, and it features the classic side entry pockets on each leg and on the back, and with an additional top entry pocket on the right leg. I was really trying to find something on a budget that gave that CDG short feel, because I love the CDG shorts that they offer. However, the price point is quite high. It always feels a bit wrong because in the UK you're not going to get that much wear out of them with the weather that we experience, but these are definitely the perfect replacement for that. I would recommend sizing up if you can in these. They do run a little snug, and the only other issue I have with them is they aren't a super deep black, which I would have wanted, but I've seen a lot of people dye these to be a darker colorway and re-dye them after they get a bit washed out, so that's really not that big an issue. These are the shorts I've been pairing up with a lot of the other pieces I've mentioned in this video, so they're definitely super fun and super versatile to wear with, I guess, more luxury pieces, as well as just rocking a t-shirt with them. The final category I'll talk about today is the top 3 shoes or footwear that I'll be wearing this summer. I feel like shoes in summer are quite important, considering you often will be stripping back what you're wearing everywhere else. They can really do the talking for you, add that extra level of excitement to an outfit. Kicking things off, I've got the Kiko Asics Heaven Gel Lokros, and these really allow me to embody the sleek and tidy shoes obsession I've had in recent months. They're inspired by Mary Jane shoes primarily, and the sneakers feature a star embroidered quilted panel alongside a multi-strap fastening. They also have an almost tire inspired sole which comes up and around the toe box area. I think they really add something to an outfit with them being quite different, with those strap details make them stand out a lot more, and I guess they play into that more feminine side of an outfit, which allows you to explore more with your wardrobe and just experiment in general. It's really something I'm trying to do, stepping out of my comfort zone and wearing, I guess, a more unconventional piece, and I guess just develop my personal style even more. I think this is one where you really have to pair it up with the right pair of socks though. If you're wearing some tatty old ones, these ain't gonna look good at all. Having a trouser sat over the top of it could be really cool too, so it's definitely one which you can wear in a few different ways. Next up is the best loafer I think you can buy right now, and it's the Blackstock and Weber Ellis Penny Loafer. It's handmade in Portugal, and they feature a double leather Goodyear welted sole with a full grain leather upper. The contrast in black and white colorway also helps them stand out that little bit more and makes an otherwise purely formal shoe a bit more playful. I really can't get over how insane the quality is on these. There was a bit of a break-in process with them, but now they just seem to have molded to my feet perfectly. I'd implore anybody who's serious about leather footwear to check out this brand. They're really doing some amazing stuff. Their styling's impeccable, and again, like I said, the materials and construction they're using are second to none. They are a bit on the pricier side, but you certainly get the value out of the money you spend on these. Again, another one that you can pair up with a nice pair of shorts in a more formal way, holiday, maybe make it a bit more casual because of those shorts, or just go for a more head-to-toe formal look with a pleated black trouser. A great shoe. Finally, to wrap up the video, we're going to be talking about my Loewe Toy Slippers, probably the newest addition to my wardrobe on this list. I haven't really worn them enough just yet, so they're definitely one I'm trying to wear a bit more. These soft all-leather slip-ons come in a deep brown colourway, and I love the anatomical inspiration behind the toe box. I was really missing a more formal slip-on shoe like this, and it's certainly that elevated true summer footwear option. I love that you can be worn as slippers just by pressing down that back panel, or worn in the more traditional moccasin style. And again, they help me explore different outfits and different combinations in my wardrobe. It's definitely one I'll be wearing when it gets a bit warmer or when I get away on holiday in a month or two, and I can't wait. So there we go, guys. I hope that gave a bit of a wrap up of what I'm planning to wear these next couple months, as well as a bit of an idea of the personal style that I've developed currently and where I'm trying to gravitate towards. I'd love to know what you guys are wearing in the comments below. Is there anything that you've purchased that's similar to what I've got, or anything completely different that you'd like to chat about? Definitely let me know and we can have a bit of a chat about it. So again, thanks for watching, guys. I'll catch you in the next video and enjoy the rest of your day.